Hi, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Liv.
And this is the Mach-E vlog. Today we're doing a road trip back home to Oceanside, but we're starting here at Team Ford in Las Vegas. We're gonna have a meetup and lots of fun.
Woo, let's go. I am so excited. It is 9 a.m. in the morning. It is melty, roasty, toasty hot. It is 98 degrees right now. Everyone's hiding in the shade, and we've all been gathering right here because we're gonna do a drive down the strip to brunch. I can't wait. I'm so excited at how many Mach-E's there are. We even have 2 Lightnings. So we're gonna take over the strip.
Yes,
we're gonna take it over.
we'll see. There's a lot of cars on this trip.
Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna go have brunch. Then we have to head back to Oceanside. So if you want a road trip video, road trip only, just skip ahead to that. But if you wanted a lot of Mach-E fun and a Lightning, stay tuned because we're going to have lots of fun. We're going to show you all the Mach-E's. We're going to drive down the strip. We got a new camera for the strip specifically. You'll see. Just stay tuned.
Woo. Fancy ponies. What? Yay. Wait a minute. What is that? What is that guy doing? What is he? Are you eating donuts? The breakfast of champions.
Free brunch.
Terrible. Patrick's eating donuts and I'm here with Annette. She has Ruby, a rapid red Mach-E. You got it just this year.
Just June.
June.
June 8th.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's so awesome.
I love it.
But you said you've been watching
I've been watching you guys for at least 2 years.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Yes,
That's so awesome.
absolutely. It was good to see you guys today.
Likewise. It's so great to meet you.
Yep.
I've seen her on the Mustang Mach-E Girls Club.
Yep.
Yeah, so join the Mustang Mach-E Girls Club on Facebook, and I'm wearing the Mustang Mach-E Club of America. Come join us there. So wait, okay, so you were watching YouTube just to like get the feel of it. And then you felt good about it, and then you got it.
I had to convince my husband.
You did?
That took a lot.
Is that him
That's
over there?
husband.
Okay,
Yeah.
so wait, how does he feel now, and how do you feel now?
I love it. He was like, but after he drove it a couple times, he's like, okay, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah. What's his car?
He has a Dodge Ram.
All
pickup
right.
truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. He's not ready to go electric yet, but
not yet. But then you have the Mustang. You have the
Exactly.
Ram, and you have the Mustang.
yeah. He went out somewhere yesterday to do something. I went out to the garage, and I'm like, oh, he took my car.
Are you serious? Ruby's been kidnapped.
Yep. So I think he's warming up to it.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What's his car's name?
He didn't.
See?
He's a guy.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Get Ruby a friend, maybe.
Exactly. Yes.
It's so nice to meet you
Nice
finally.
to meet you. Nice to meet you finally. Yeah.
What's up? This is Ashley. We're at the meetup. Yay! She just got her Eruption Green Mach-E with the bronze package 3 weeks ago, and she's workshopping 2 names. I mean, I have the one I'm voting for. What are they, Ashley?
So we're looking at Green Lantern and Grogu. What do you guys think?
What do you think? It's kind of got to be Grogu. Or it could be Green Lantern.
Thinking Grogu. It's got the stickers.
I mean, Grogu's adorable, though. Green Lantern is like, though.
Yes.
All right, we'll find out in the future. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Adam. He's the lead EV tech at
Godden Ford.
Godden Ford?
Here in Las Vegas, yeah.
Just think it's really cool. He was like, I need to know the car that I'm teaching my customers about. Why is this camera pointing in that direction? There we go. So you lease a Mach-E.
Yes, I do.
How long have you leased it for?
I've had it for just over a year now.
Nice.
So I got about two-ish years left on my lease.
Space white, really pretty. What's its name?
Bolt.
Bolt? Love that.
Remember the Disney show Bolt? Bolt was
Yeah.
a white dog.
Oh, it was? Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
You're off the camera. There you are. All right.
Yep.
I love that. Well, nice to meet you and Bolt.
Nice to meet you guys too.
Yay.
I'm glad to be a part of this group.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Dexter, my new friend and the Lightning owner. I'm so glad you came.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Hey, so how long have you had your Lightning?
Oh, since 2003.
Nice.
Got it
Awesome.
in
How's it been?
April.
April 2003.
April
How's it been?
Oh, a dream. You cannot beat that thing.
It's really awesome. It is really awesome.
Yes, it is.
I kind of love the Lightning. Does it have a name?
Mm-hmm.
What's its name?
Betty.
Betty?
Betty.
Love it. I
Betty
love
Boo.
it. People naming their Lightnings too. Dexter and Betty.
That's right.
Nice to meet you.
That's right. Oh, and the wife.
And the wife?
And the wife.
What? She has She has an F-150
No, the names. I have to, before I say Betty, I have to say my wife first.
Oh, your wife and then
Exactly, you know.
wife first, then car.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Wise distinction. Well, it's
Can't have
nice
two
to
women
meet
at
you.
one time.
Hey, it might be hard to hear anything. Z just remembered that we've met before because I accosted her, I think it was the middle of the night.
Yeah.
At a charging station, like a year ago or something.
It's been a while.
Yeah. I gave her a fancy pony then. Which color?
It was pink.
A pink one, and
Super
now you
cute.
have purple.
Yep, I have
That's
both.
so awesome. I love that you remembered that. I love that you have a fancy pony now too. That's amazing.
Yep, thank you so much.
Yay, it's nice to meet you again properly.
You too,
Ah.
sweetheart.
Delilah's charging. Woo! Awesome. First J3400 Supercharge. Yay!
Bye before it shuts out. It's too hot.
It's been fun. Oh my gosh, it's been so much fun, Vegas. Thanks for having us.
Now for AC. We had the greatest meetup, but it is time to get on the road. Patrick had already looked and there's a slowdown, right?
Yeah, it looks like a 30-40 minute slowdown due to a crash on I-15. Yeah, that's why I've been like, let's hurry because
I know.
the faster we get there. But maybe it'll clear up. Our goal is to get to Barstow. We helped other people charge. We'll explain that in a minute, but we're at 91%.
And let me flippity flip.
So we're at 91%, 183 miles of range. The charger that we want to hit in Barstow, it's like our furthest option is 147 miles. There's not Barstow, but Baker, and there's one right before we get to Barstow. So that's what this is showing us. I'm going to reset this trip. So far since we left Denver, we're at 812 miles. That included a lot of running around last night and today. Yesterday and up until right now, we're at 342.8 miles. We're going to reset that. This is going to be what we track because we may have to stop and go to the bathroom for this next segment. But we're going to track today. I think it's about 300 miles total to get to Oceanside. So we may have just one charging stop, but lots of bathroom stops. Are you ready?
Ready. Well, it feels like we've been driving forever.
We have.
We have. Like, we're at the point that we normally would have potentially stopped even. But we've only traveled 45.6 miles. I'll do a close-up. And it's been an hour and 22 minutes.
It's been pretty bad. And it's always like, you start thinking, like, should I just, like, waited a few hours or a couple of hours and then come and just not deal with the stress of it? But it's Sunday afternoon. It's only going to get worse.
Potentially. You just never know.
Yeah.
You can't control these things. You have to go with the flow.
This is pretty standard coming back from Vegas on a Sunday afternoon. And it's just circumstances, like we sort of have to go back to work tomorrow. So we just do this.
Like everyone else. Everyone's leaving Vegas right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But finally we're moving a little bit. We had a little bit of shade, which was nice. And this is kind of trippy because Keisha and Terry are also on their way back to SoCal. So we haven't really had an opportunity to like caravan with people. They're actually way ahead because we went to the restroom before leaving, because we do. And it's kind of cool just knowing that there are people up there. And like maybe at the charging station we'll see a Mach-E.
Yeah, well, I think they're going to stop at Baker. We're still on target to stop at the outlets at Barstow, which is the first Tesla Supercharger that we charged at on the way out to Denver, 17 days ago.
That seems so weird. Like, it's a whole different trip.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to have to stop and go to the bathroom because it's still saying like 2 hours to go 100 miles. I don't think I can wait 2 more hours.
So we should tell you a little bit about what happened, which was so cool. This has been a truly fantastic time. So this is like our 4th or 5th Vegas meetup.
4th, I think,
4th.
that we've done. I'll have to double check.
We
just end up going through Vegas a lot, so might as well do a meetup.
And Corey's amazing. As we've told you guys, he's a salesperson at Lincoln now, actually.
He can sell for Team Ford, but he works for Team Lincoln.
And he's just a really cool dude. He's all into EVs. He has a Mach-E of his own, and he, like, even if he doesn't sell a car to people, he wants to help people. So it was kind of cool hearing him chat with people about, like, I can help you with this and that, just as a person, like we do. I know, I saw that. Patrick is blue cruising, hands-free, and the Tesla in front of us just braked quite a bit, and it did well.
It did well, and this is something that worries me about these systems. So if they're in autopilot, and this isn't a knock against autopilot, if Blue Cruise was in front, I'd say the same thing. Like, they tend to brake later than like maybe a human would do in this type of traffic, and harder. So then it's like, if that one stops hard and then I stop hard, by the time it gets to like 2 or 3 people back, I'm like, I always worry.
Yeah.
So there's times, and like through a big chunk of that section, I went ahead and just took it off of Blue Cruise because we were like speeding up and slowing down, and I was like, I'm worried about the guy behind me because he was a hard braker, and it bonked at me. I'm not sure what it was telling me.
I also don't, like, an update.
I turned off the voice commands, the voice prompt or instructions. So,
but so the meetup, we met at Team Ford and gathered there, and this was the biggest one so far, for sure. Last time I think we had 13 Mach-E's is what Corey said, and this time we had 20, and we had 2 Lightnings, and this is crazy considering how hot it is here. Like, I can't even express how hot it was over 100.
High of 112. The car's saying 107. Google, if I switch over here, says I think it was 105.
So just really, really hot. So kudos, high fives to everyone who came out, to anyone who decided to hide from the heat. I don't blame you. But we did not know what was going to happen, how many people would be there, especially considering the heat. So it was just a real delight to see so many cool Mach-E owners, to see Lightning owners, and then to literally take over the strip. That was so cool. We literally took over the strip.
It was pretty cool, like a cluster of us going down.
Yeah.
So lots of cool footage. We're trying out the new cameras. if it all
Hopefully
worked
it
well,
turned out.
you'll see some of it as we're talking about it.
And probably saw some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're putting this
We're
video
still,
together.
yeah. Sometimes it's really weird when you envision a video in the abstract. You're like, this, and this happened, but we'll show it to you in this order, whatever. But it was so great. We got to chat with a bunch of people at the meetup. And really, really trippy. The Z, one of the ladies at the meetup with she was space white with the black and green stripes, so it wasn't star white. It was space white.
Star white. I don't know how to think now.
Anyways, that she recognized me because I gave her a fancy pony like a year or something ago at a charging station in Vegas. So that was just so cool. I'm really tickled, and I love that like we're building memories and all of this of like Mach-E community together. And I don't think her Mach-E had those stripes before when I saw that. So I love that we get to see the mods happening.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
This is the road trip portion, so we're road tripping. Not much to say or talk about yet because we just sat through a lot of traffic. The car stays very nice and comfortably and cool. We're into Mojave, not feeling the IR, and this is where I'm going to brake because I can see them braking. So it's like the car's going to wait until it catches up and then brakes. So I didn't want to do that. But and then I can turn it back on now. Although we're getting ready to slow down some more. I'm sort of done with traffic. There's a rest area in 2 miles. I could go to the bathroom, but I think if nothing else, I think I'd rather stop at Baker if we have to go to the bathroom just to say hi, to see if they're, because they're probably charging, or see if we can go further than that. I don't know. We'll see.
You seem done.
Yeah, I'm done.
So remember when I said how cool it was that we are driving with our SoCal friends, Terry and Keisha, and they're ahead of us so we can know what's going on? Well, because of that, we were able to learn that the Baker charging station was full. As in like Tesla Superchargers full, EA full, bathrooms full, like everything.
And that's, I think, 12 EA, 40 or 60, because they had V2 Tesla Superchargers. I think there was like 36 or 40, and then they added 40. So that is a super busy station, and a lot of people trying to use one little bathroom. So
yeah, but they got out of there pretty quickly. Keisha's already on her way, so we were like, maybe we'll pull in there, and then we're like, no, it's cool.
Yeah, I figure we'll just stop somewhere else, or we're now 57 miles from the chargers in Barstow, and like I said, there's EA that's a little bit sooner in Barstow, plus there's one in some other place that starts with a Y. Yeah.
Yemu? Oh, no.
Yinmo or Yinmo,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow, maybe I would have known it if you hadn't said anything rude. Probably not.
But then we're now 191 miles from home. It says 3 hours and 25 minutes. By the way, our efficiency got up to 3.0 miles per kilowatt hour as we descended into Baker. It's now back at 2.8 miles per kilowatt hour since we left Vegas. So, yeah.
Nice things are, if you're ever worried, you're stuck in traffic. Oh, the mic just dropped, so hopefully the audio is still good.
Oh, let's just stop and check.
We have so many backup mics, so even if that fell, we'll probably be good. But yeah, okay, so we've been in like stop and go traffic. If you ever wonder, you're stuck in stop and go traffic in an EV, you're gonna run out of charge or whatever. You're not using much. We're using let's look at our trip.
I mean, the AC is really cranking.
16% is going to climate use. Here, let's take a little look-see. It's really hot. It's 118 now, so 16% is going to climate use, 78% is going to driving. If you are stationary, if you're crawling along, you're not driving. So it's all going to climate use, and it's not that much.
Right.
In relative terms, yeah.
In relative
Our
terms.
buffer went from 40 miles and it dropped to 30 miles because it was routing us around traffic, but now it's back up to like a 52-mile buffer. So it's actually climbed.
Because it is efficient to drive slowly in an EV as well. That's in our road trip tips.
Another road trip tip. Watch that video.
Yeah. We stopped to go to the bathroom. Oh my goodness, it's 104. I feel like I'm a roasting piece of bacon. We've stopped here before and the charger was all burnt out. So I'm gonna go investigate before we leave and see what, ooh, there's a step there. See how it's looking. Let's have a look. I don't see anything on the screen. I don't see anything anymore. There's nothing on the screen at all. Hopefully it works. So last time there was splotches all over it and now it's just a blank screen. There's a CHAdeMO and there's a CCS, which is cool. There's cable management. I don't know actually who runs this charger or anything else about it, but I can't tell if it's working. I think it's cool that it's here and it's nice to have checked up on it. And Patrick's over there, so we're gonna run and get back in the lovely AC of the Mach-E. Yeah, that's in all honesty what it feels like. I know what 104 feels like, and that doesn't feel like it.
No, it just felt blistering.
Yeah, like actually sizzling. Like you could feel your skin just crisping up.
Yeah.
I think it's in the 120s. I'm gonna investigate. Can you tell who made that charger?
No.
Yeah.
Is it dead?
It's blank screen. I don't know. Maybe if you plug it in.
Dead.
Oh, it overheated?
It's having trouble.
Okay, both of us got in the car.
Well,
Loved it.
Stop to go to the bathroom.
I told them. His brain got fried because we both got in the car and we're like, he's like, oh my God, I've never felt heat like that. And I'm like, me too. I feel like I can handle 104, but that felt like hotter than Needles. And when we were in Needles, it was 118.
Well, it was 118 for a high, but when we charged there, it was like 108.
108?
But
okay.
I turned to look for Liv. I was like, where's Liv at? Because she wasn't in the car. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's just like burning my face even to look toward the sun.
And that was when I was running over to him. And as I was running over, I could see his mouth going. And then he jumped in the car. So I checked on maps or temperature on Google, and it's 115. So that was what 115 felt like. Is it weird that I'm becoming like confused by anything over 100 now? It all sounds awful.
I'm so ready, and I don't think we're gonna drop below 100 until like maybe Temecula.
And then when we get home, it'll be 90 with no AC. So
85.
85.
AC.
All right. How's the temperature where you are? And how does 115 feel to you? Because I think it feels really hard. It feels rough. There's no humidity though. 115 with humidity? It can't get that hot, actually. Yeah. How does 115 feel to you? And how's the weather by you? Tell us delicious stories of lovely weather. Keisha! Woo-wee! She caught us! Mach-E madness! We're about to get to the charging station, but we just passed the fork for I-40, which is where we were 17 days ago when we made our way out to Denver. Really trippy. What a long journey.
Almost glad to be home. Glad to be almost home.
Time to charge. that handicap? Oh, those are slow.
Yeah.
Auto order. Goodness. Cybertrucks. Wow, this is a big place to be this busy. There's two. Oh, there we go. Phew.
They're out of order.
Ah, fuck. Is this one being used on the right? Oh, out of order.
I think this one right here.
Okay. Oh my goodness. There are a lot of Tesla's, a lot of Cybertrucks.
Yeah.
Wow, this is the busiest supercharger we've ever seen.
Yeah, it's almost completely full.
A bunch of them are down.
There's handicap ones down there, but they're actually being occupied. But the good news is, because that one over there is broken, we're not going to take up more than one spot. But anyways, let's just get out and charge. We're at 143.9 miles since we left Las Vegas. 3 hours and 12 minutes. That's insane.
It feels like it's been 5.
2.6 miles per kilowatt hour. Let's go charge. Does it say what stall this is?
Could you grab this? I'll have a look.
Yeah, see if you can see it. Oh, 15D.
Okay. So Patrick decided to use the A to Z because it doesn't have that metal button on top, which gets really hot.
Yeah.
Although this is better that we're in the shade. Wow, it's really windy here. Hopefully you guys can hear us. This is crazy. What is happening today?
Yeah, it's way higher than normal usage here.
Yeah.
Let me scroll over, get to 15D. And if you're wondering why I do this, I could just do plug and charge, which is super simple, but I get a discounted rate because I have the membership. It's 41 cents per kilowatt hour. So now we should be good to go.
One of the Cybertrucks is departing in the background.
Went blue. I'm gonna roll my window up.
It's blue and it's flashing already. That was quick.
Yeah.
And we are charging. Wow, this place is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I guess everyone came to shop.
I think it's a lot of people coming back from Vegas.
Yeah, maybe. So once again, this is a pretty accessible charging station. It's about 110 degrees out here. It says 115. 115 again. Am I getting used to it? But the fact that there's shade is so helpful. So obviously dependent on the time of day, but we have shade all the way down. And I wish there was like a pathway in the middle or something. So
Yeah, it's sort of weird.
Yeah. So now we have this little sunny bit, and then we can get in the beautiful air conditioning. Oh my gosh, it's hot. Instant. Look at all these cars. A lot of Teslas.
Okay, we're heading back to the car. It's so crowded that the bathrooms are also crowded.
Yeah.
But we're tweeting and reviewing everything that happened in Vegas. Let's go back into the shade for a second. And I think we're over 80%. So let's go check that out. That was a crazy bit of stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still really busy, as you can see out here. But we're gonna go check our charge. I'm gonna pull up the stats just real quick, just because we're here. See if I can see them in the Tesla app. I could just hit stop and we could hop in, but
Yeah, do that.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll get the stats.
We cannot stand out here. Ooh, we should have started the car.
Oh shoot.
Things to do, always in the heat. I'm so glad you can touch that button though.
This one is so much easier.
It's nice to have a variety.
Okay, so we reached 84%. I forgot what we came in at. Again, I'm using an app called Tronity that will have all of these. We're gonna, actually, I forget what I was doing. Trip 2 is gonna be for all of today. Trip 1 is for the trip since we left Denver, and then this trip will be from this point. We are going to navigate to Mance Buchanan Park, and I'm going to use the Ford Nav just so that it can keep track. And Mance Buchanan Park is near our house, but not at our house. It's 111 miles straight. Let's see. 136 miles driving. We got a 23-minute slowdown.
Lord.
So we'll see if it adds a charger. Right now it says we have 170 miles of range and it's 137 miles. It may decide to adjust that at some point, but we just want to get on the road. We may stop, get something to eat, may stop, go to the bathroom, you know, our normal drill. But it's 5:27, got another couple hours of driving, and then we'll be home.
And then we'll be up at 6:30 for work.
And then it's 6:30, wake up. Last charging stop of our
road trip.
journey. We hope it's we still have a 40-mile buffer, but it was sort of neat that our first charging stop of this 2,300-mile journey and our last charging stop were at the same place, because we sort of ended up doing a loop from Barstow.
Yeah, that is cool. We came full circle, even though we did not at all take the same route. We enjoyed new and varied scenery, but start and stop at the same time. And wow, was it different. When we were there last time, it was quiet.
Relatively quiet.
Yeah.
It was 4th of July.
Friday. Yeah, that's right. It was, you'd think that'd be busy. I don't know.
No, I think most people have already done their traveling, or I don't know. Anyways,
yeah.
But this is a weekend. Everybody's coming home, and we're getting ready to hit traffic again.
Apparently there's a bumper in the lane.
Yeah.
And then also apparently there's a fire. So
in Riverside area.
And evacuations. So people might be flooding the highways.
I don't know. It's probably not a huge area that they're evacuating.
As well.
Efficiency isn't great because we're actually got like a really strong headwind, and we're climbing. We'll eventually climb up, but then when we come down, we'll make it all back up. The great thing is just using the car's nav to handle the route planning. It's taking into account the heat, the wind. I think it's the wind. It says weather, so I would assume traffic, as well as elevation gain and losing, all that good stuff.
Yeah, which is really important because it's hard it's hard for us to do that, right? Like, it's interesting seeing people who are familiar with the route that they're driving. So they'll be like, all right, and so we're going to climb there, so I'll lose. And, okay, so I have enough range. We really need help with that. Not all of us are familiar with our routes.
Good grief, that was like a dirt road.
That was crazy all of a sudden. And now construction. Wow. So I can't wait to be done. You?
Yes, this will be done at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Can't wait. This has been a really great trip. Just reliving a little bit of the past weekend even. This was our first time doing like sort of a weekend event. So we've done a couple of meetups in Vegas. Quite a few. It's probably the place we've done the most meetups. Well, Denver.
Besides Denver, yeah.
And actually San Diego. We love it. But this is the first time doing like a nighttime thing and a daytime thing. And I think it was awesome.
Yeah, and I think we might do more of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Especially because like we had some people come from SoCal to Vegas, but we may do like something up in Northern California or Southern California, and then that makes it so like if somebody wants to drive down for the event, it's not just the event. There's some other stuff that we can include on that.
Yeah.
And sort of, not that we really took the idea, but it's sort of like Will and Marty with SoCal EVs. They do things called a zero run. So they'll do a drive to Vegas and then they'll do stuff the next day and then they do a drive back. So it's sort of like, oh yeah, you don't really have to just focus on like a cars and coffee. And I like socializing, doing dinner.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's not just our cars that bring us together. Like we've all probably, you guys too, made some really cool friendships through this community. So it's actually kind of nice in a way to have an opportunity to do something outside of the cars, like just go sit down, have a meal. We have that all in the last video, I believe.
Yeah,
all-
I'm not sure how we're splitting things up.
It's all
I think-
mess right now, but
I think last night is yesterday's video and
Yeah.
today is today's video.
But for like a slight little rehash, we went to Area 15 in Las Vegas, which is a nice indoor sort of wonderland of restaurants, activities and entertainment, all sorts of things, and Meow Wolf. And it's a nice respite from, it's not the way you use that word, my brain's just fried, but it's a nice break from the heat. So we had dinner there. Some people did a couple wild things, beverages, what else?
It was just
Photo ops.
fun. Lots of photo
Lots of
ops.
fun.
But
Lots of
just
good music.
socializing. So
Yeah.
that was good. We did some, a few photo ops.
I think I'm getting updates right now on what's going on. I hate that my watch just says exclamation with the heat. Like
Oh,
the temperature is exclamation. Oh, wow.
By the way, this is one of the stretches of the road that when we came back in October, we were in a rented Model Y, and it was a bit rough because some of these lines, it was sort of like trying to put me right on the line, and if I didn't want to be on the line,
Right.
it would throw me out of autopilot. So that's one of the things I really like about Blue Cruise. We'll do a video on like a summary of like how Blue Cruise went for the whole trip, but it makes it really nice. It asked me finally to put my hands on it because we're going through this construction with the split traffic. But yeah, it's like if I want to swerve around something like that, it'll let me do it without kicking me out of
But you
Blue Cruise.
have to have sound effects.
Yeah, you got to do the sound effects.
Mandatory. Yeah.
There were, I can't remember. There was one of the times. Oh yeah, we were coming up here for CES in the Mach-E, and we had to swerve for a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
We didn't get it on camera, but it was awesome. My
it was a
cat-like
cool
skills.
way to your mask.
Race
He made
car.
the sounds. It was cool that Blue Cruise is collaborative and he was able to swerve, and Blue Cruise is still going. It's still collaborating. We saw the debris of some tumbleweeds that got hit, and I wouldn't want the car to counter that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to hit anything
No.
doing 70 miles an hour.
No.
And it's in hands-free mode, but I'm keeping my hand ready because these lanes are narrow, and it's a bit dodgy with people like trying to cut in and out of traffic that I can see
Yeah.
behind us. Anyways,
Under 100.
we are so close to being done. We're like 35 miles from home now. And it's starting to, like feels like our local area, so it feels like we're home-ish. So we sort of wanted to wrap up, even though like this is just the video for today, like wrap up what it's been like to do 2,300 miles plus in the Mach-E, road tripping. And something that we brought up in one of the other videos that we did is that we basically did this trip 2 years ago, and we had Blue Cruise 1.0, and we did not have access to the Tesla Supercharger network. So those are some big differences, and the big changes that it makes is like it's just a lot more comfort level, like rolling into a station that has 12 empty stalls versus rolling into an EA station that has 1 of 4 empty stalls as you approach it, and you don't know is there a problem with that one or anything. So that was huge.
I do have to jump in there.
Oh, go ahead.
This was 2 years ago? I think the stations were quieter.
Yeah.
They were certainly quieter. So like I feel more worried about them now, the EA stations and CCS.
Yeah.
But like back then it was just a little quieter. It wasn't quite as thick. And just a couple percentage points of EV adoption has really made a big difference.
And a lot of it's just been, it's nice that we got these 2 updates to this particular car so that one, the Supercharger just gives us more options. And then two, Blue Cruise 1.3, which Blue Cruise 1.2 added the lane changes and scooching over. We jumped from 1.0 to 1.3. So it's just more refined. We have the assisted lane changes. We have it where it scooches over for big trucks like this one coming up. So it's made, Blue Cruise I thought was good. Now it's really good. And we're going to do like a whole video on it because it's like, it's made the trip better and better. Less disengagements. We went through like Riverside. I'm like, this is so cool. Like I'm literally like, it's handling everything. No issues whatsoever. So,
and the road trip's a perfect opportunity in a way for that, because you eat in the car and you drink in the car and you do things that you don't necessarily do on like an hour drive or whatever. So it was cool seeing you have so many opportunities to just like keep your eyes on the road and your hands on your food or whatever.
Yeah, and we don't eat a ton in the car. We try not to really, but there's times when you're like, hey, I just need a snack. Definitely have to have something to drink when you're crossing the desert. And it's just nice not to have to worry about that part of it. So I'm really happy that they're rolling that out now to 2022 cars. And they're going to work on expanding it to all Mach-E's via over-the-air updates. So that's just fantastic. It's been just great. But the same as with our previous road trips, the number one thing that I really, really like about the Mach-E is like how comfortable it is, and that includes the AC. We've been complaining about the heat, but we've had cold air the whole time in the car. It's been great.
The AC is really, really good. Like really good, honestly, genuinely. In like 115 degree weather, even when you didn't start the car at the time.
Yeah.
It catches up quick. It's really good. And I would love to have ventilated seats in the Mach-E, but it was still okay without them. Like it really was okay. The AC is that, it's really, really good.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind ventilated seats now that we've had it in other cars.
Yeah.
But it's been really good. We do use a windshield screen.
We stopped for a long time.
When we stop for a longer period of time.
Shout out to Eric, a friend and patron in Colorado, who gave us the window screen that we've been using the whole trip. It matches our car. So he gave it to us like 2 years ago, and we really appreciate it.
And we're going to the 215 and the 15 merge. And it looks like we have potentially, oh no, that might be traffic in the other direction.
82 degrees.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe it. We haven't seen temperatures in the 80s. We did in Colorado.
We had some in Colorado.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of talk about, is this EV good for road tripping? Today's been like a great example, I think. Like we charged up before we left. If we would have, not been with a group of people and whatever, like we may have like, instead of doing brunch with them and then charging, we would have had brunch
and charge
while we charged at a location that would have worked, and then charge one time and then come home all the way home. So it's like 300 miles and one decent stop. It's not that big of a deal. And to be honest, if there was more food options right there at the outlets, I would have been like, let's just get something to eat. But it was also like 115. I didn't want to walk like the one block over to, I think it was In-N-Out that was there. I
will say this last chunk has been interesting in that our two companions, Terry and Keisha, don't have the adapter yet, the J3400 adapter, the Tesla Supercharger. They were able to use our A to Z and our Electron, or we used the Electron, I can't remember. We were all using various adapters.
And which one is authorized?
Just the Ford Tesla NACS adapter. That is the only one that is authorized. So by the way, they're coming. Tesla is sending them to Ford, and then Ford is just like waiting to get them to send them out. So Ford is sort of at the mercy of Tesla. They definitely seem to be coming. I feel like everyone is like 1 month ahead. Don't you? Like I think I'm seeing the July people Like the June people got pushed to July, and then now they get it. Like
and
a lot of people are getting it.
I mean, the reality is no one knows because it's all up to Tesla, and really, it's just like anybody that says like, oh, this is what they're doing, we really don't know. It's whenever Tesla gets around to manufacturing them.
That's all we do know is that like Ford is waiting too. So.
And I don't think Ford will say they're waiting on Tesla. I think Jim Farley did, but the PR people that we talked to are like, we're waiting for our supplier. And I'm like, well, it's a Tesla adapter, right?
Yeah, perhaps we're extrapolating, but
yeah.
So hopefully you guys will get it soon, and it really does make a difference to have more options. And I felt stressed for our friends when they were going to places with less options, or like Baker, the first time it's been full.
Yeah, although it was stressful pulling into Barstow and seeing how full it was with as many down stations or stalls.
That was crazy. Why are they down? That's a lot.
I think it's a new station, so I think what they did is they installed all of the stalls, and they don't have the power connection or the like. That's my only guess. Like, and I don't know that either. I'm guessing like maybe they need more power or more transformers to get them hooked up. But it's a nice big station, and we had some other little minor supercharger issues on this trip. We had a couple of EA issues, nothing major, no big deal. The biggest deal was when on the way out, we had to watch that video. The whole town was out without power. So go watch that video. We could tell you what we did or whatever, but then you wouldn't go watch the video, right?
I can't even remember.
I know.
That was a whole 2 weeks ago. I have to go watch it myself.
We're still camping in Williams, Arizona.
Oh yeah. On that note, we're gonna continue the drive. We're almost home. We're in familiar ground.
Stay tuned if you want to see the final stats for the trip and for the day and for this segment.
Yay. It's 73 degrees. You didn't know. I'm just so excited. He thinks he's gonna be freezing. We might. It's like 40 degrees difference from when we started today.
Literally 40 degrees. Well, we are home, sort of.
Is it right behind us?
Yeah, Pollo Loco's right behind us. We're gonna run in and get some dinner because it's actually, what time is it? 7:50.
7:50.
So we made it home. We have 29% battery. Oh, let's get the stats real quick.
Yeah, and wait a moment. 133.4 miles
for this segment since we charged. 2 hours 24 minutes, 2.8 miles per kilowatt hour. But now let's go. This is what we did today since we charged in Vegas. So 277.3 miles, 5 hours and 38 minutes.
Wow, that's like no miles and many hours.
Yeah, it normally is not that long.
That's crazy.
2.7 miles per kilowatt hour. The traffic actually helped our efficiency quite a bit. Since we left Denver, we are now at 1,090.1 miles, 21 hours, 54 minutes of car on time. 2.6 miles per kilowatt hour. I think that's one of our better averages, but it does include, driving around Vegas and stuff like that and traffic. So those are our stats. I may have a spreadsheet in the description. I don't know. That was my plan, is to take all the info from this app that I'm using called Tronity that tracks my charges as well as the trips, but it's getting it from the cloud, and sometimes it glitches and it says like you got 400 kilowatt hours or something like that. Weird.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah. That was a couple of years ago. I think it's gotten better. So anyways, this has been fantastic. We're home. We've basically already wrapped up everything. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot you again so I can see you. So yeah, over 1,000 miles in this portion of the journey. We were actually talking about it because when you're like at the end of a trip and you're just kind of done, it's probably clear that we've been like, done. And then we were talking about the other journeys that we've done, the other times that we've done this exact same journey, the other adventures that we've been on. And Patrick reminded me that we always have this at the end of a journey, right? It's like, I'm ready to be done. But then you get some rest, and then all you think about are the great memories and the adventures, and you just want to do it again. So I can't wait to go to sleep and then wake up tomorrow and be like, all right, what's next?
Yeah,
Maybe we
exactly.
drive to San Francisco.
We always just say, like, we just need one good night's sleep. Not that we didn't have a few of those, but the past couple of nights have been rough, just busy. So I don't know. Thank you guys for coming along for this journey. It's been fantastic. We don't know how many videos we're getting out of this, but it's always fun to see the comments and then meeting people along the route that have watched us, meeting people today at the meetup that are like, I've been watching your videos for 2 years.
Thank you
really
guys
an honor.
so much. Yeah, it's a joy and an honor, and that was so nice, by the way, to meet Annette. She'd been watching us for 2 years, and then she just bought her Mach-E recently.
Yeah,
which just it tickles me, and I can't believe that you guys support us in creating this content and enjoy it. And if you did enjoy it, please leave a comment
with our new camera.
Oh yeah,
If it
hopefully
worked.
that turned out really well.
Otherwise, you don't know what we're talking about.
I hope it looked amazing. So we should say a huge thank you to our patrons. We appreciate you guys so much. Your help and support for this channel. Do things like help us buy crazy cameras that hopefully got amazing footage. I wish we knew if it did.
Yes.
If you trust it. Thank you to our YouTube members. We appreciate you guys too. And on that note, just remember that whatever you drive, whether it's in 120 degrees or 73 or 2.
Or wherever you're going this summer.
Wherever you drive, whatever you drive,
Yeah,
or
wherever you're
going,
vacationing this summer.
whatever you drive or wherever you're going.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, enjoy the ride.
I want food.
Bye.
Bye.